So
I only have one viewer.
So it could mean something that's kind of interesting,
To people discussing things in Crestone, Colorado. Anyway, so this is the aftermath of moving the campsite.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, live.
Hello, everyone.
Just in general. I have about 1 to 5 people tuning in on a new channel. So
all is well. We're not stressed out.
That's the thing you took earlier.
Life still throws you curveballs, and you got to roll with it.
Yeah. It's a pretty intense energy here tonight in this park.
Always. Yeah, these trees are special too.
Mm-hmm.
They really keep the temperature low. Always shaded in here.
Well shaded.
There's always someone running around. If it's not a person, it's a deer. And the little fawns are running around right now.
I guess I alarm them for being loud because they want this park to stay quiet mostly.
It's like the library. They shush you.
Because it could be worse. Lots of parks have all kinds of stuff going on, drug activity, people going out of the bathroom. There's none of that going on.
The town has a volume decibel level sound ordinance, and it turns out to be less than the traffic, which makes no sense. But anyway, you cannot drive in town. You're making too much noise. But they never actually. I don't think they've ever enforced it, to be honest.
So let's talk briefly about you're getting the fine for camping.
Oh, well.
Not a current vehicle, and that's really a new development to hear that certain cars can't park on the federal road. They're not registered.
The cops said that there was lots of complaints of noise and other things, but there was just yesterday a whole hearing at the town hall with the sheriff's department about how the gun shooting in the Baca and gun firing in the Baca. So they're all trying to make an ordinance to outlaw any gunfire for any reason. And I think that's the amendment that they went with. Whether or not it passes, it's unconstitutional. And then that was yesterday, and then today they, the same type of thing, they clear out the riffraff. I'm a riffraff, by the way, because I happen to be with people who sometimes are loud, sometimes people come up from town who are drunk and start to try pick fights with people. That happened. It happened more than once, actually. And then there's another person that just, not in our camp, but just likes to just come in and yell at people once in a while. And that's just special. Isn't that special? So we just have to go with it. We're not these people, but by association, we are booted from the area. And we were all fined various things, but to be honest, I do have my license. My car not registered here. But where is here anyway? I was on the way somewhere and I got stuck and my car ran out of gas and power, and I got 2 flat tires and a dead battery. But anyway, that's what you got to do sometimes when you're supposed to be in a place and
so you got to manually
able to go anywhere else.
When you had to move it earlier, it was manual.
No, I got the cops to give me a jump, and my flat tire was flat, so they pumped up my tire and they charged my phone for a minute. I got 16% off of that. That was nice. And then I moved it to the private property parking spot across the way where it was originally, and I wouldn't have gotten fined if I had left it there. But it was a shame.
I don't know what they were saying today. You weren't there, and they're saying the boundaries aren't right.
There's no one who knows the truth about the boundaries there, and that's what my case is.
Bullshit.
I'm going to go to court, say, look, no one's been clear. There's no line that's clear, and no one could actually mark it out where private property, federal land was, BLM land was, and the national forest. They're all 4 properties right in one spot, and no one knows where it is, and they're all confused. And I was confused.
Almost everything.
So, that's what it is.
For sure, I do not have a viewer yet. No, but we're recording it. It just happens to be live, and we will be resharing it. I'm gonna say briefly and keep sharing it. Moving back, it was the best group camping thing for a long time. But it had its downfalls with hearing about the people.
I did some cooking, and I did some cooking, it was good food. There's always extra food at my fire. Like if you're hungry and you see me, I got food for you. So anyway, I do my best to put some meals together for people on the fire when we can. You know, there's got butane and stuff like that, but you're not supposed to have a fire around these parts. So, you know, what they take away your fire, they take away your water rights, they take away the air you breathe. You know, it's going to poison your food. So what are you going to do?
I was wondering if it was illegal to.
Human rights are now for sale.
I bet you it is.
Yeah,
it is in certain counties. Like
I drink from the
they were
river.
saying that 10 years ago.
I live on the land and I have no money, but I have been sustaining myself in abundance anyway, despite having none of that nonsense. But I would say that the time for embracing abundance and its fullness would be a good time right now. So maybe this is a signal of change, and I'm okay with that. It's the way things roll. And a door closing is another one opening.
Yeah. I was just wondering, we don't
I'm
have
not
to
worried.
I wonder what we're up against tonight with this new spot. Oh, you've already been kind of camping off the radar. You had to just move out of the vehicle.
Yeah, my vehicle, I moved it to a spot. I thought it was a gun on private property, but it turns out it's not. Probably should have verified first. The first spot I was in, it was just all in the sun, and right now it's back there baking in the sunshine. It's like 100 degrees inside the car at least. Turns it into an oven.
Yeah, he made.
So yeah, there's downsides to that, but I don't live in my car. I just keep a lot of crap in it right now. And I live up on the rocks too much. On a ledge.
Yeah.
I'm out on a ledge. Got some overhang and protects it from the winds that come through. Most of the rain doesn't make it down to me. So, hey man, good to see you. Hey, no worries about all that. We better do that better next time. Man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you guys. You guys have a great one. Try to hang in there.
Yeah. So
a rare meeting of four, and then earlier there were four of us sitting down, not doing meditation, but it was discussed. We were talking about my book for a few minutes, and then
I'm always doing meditation.
Try to back out from the circle
like
and then walk back in.
I was really thinking, how can I take?
I got a wave from the
kill him and bury him, get away with it.
A local. Anyway, yeah, this is a nice climate and time to be here. We had, someone popped in and left for a minute, probably. Now I'm really doing a lot of tagging to try to attract people that are looking for certain live streams. I'm being lazy, but certain things can be done to try to attract, a random new viewer based on how it's titled. Maybe throwing together a script. That's it. I'm just not really doing anything to. It's just there's only 5 subscribers, but there is a lot of creativity I have, but I don't have like a lot of.
Just speak to the audience that's out there, and they'll find it. It'll come together.
Sometimes tagging is required, otherwise it gets buried in the sea.
I know you gotta do the whole bold text, all uppercase.
I did a lot of these live streams in Texas. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to be long-winded. The engagement was decent. So it would be like coffee at midnight in Mesquite, Texas, talking to people. Sometimes people have seen me for years, and I'm thinking about doing that again. I'm a little hesitant, so I'm just going to stick with this channel. I'll keep uploading. Earlier today, I'm like, no more videos. So we're here in Crestone, Colorado, in probably one of the better parks in North America.
Treehouse might be a good way to go. Like that, you're in a tree. You're kind of like,
to build a treehouse out there.
No one looks up.
No one looks up. First of all, look, they don't look up. And then you're in a tree,
and then jump on it.
You're just part of the tree.
There's already I like a treehouse.
How come I hear a podcast going on?
I mean, like, and then we're gonna start pirate radio from the treehouse.
That's it. So that is the next level. It's pirate radio.
We're doing pirate radio again.
I'd like to do it mobile, but pump up the volume is my inspiration. But I don't know how to actually practically make it happen.
There's a guy who lives across the street who had a pirate radio channel in the past.
That guy?
Yeah, Jeff. Dude. Well, he's not.
He was a podcaster.
No, he's not. He lives out in the Baca, but he shows up there. Sorry, he lives out in the Baca.
And he still has it going.
He still has the channel, the radio.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't. So there's already a pirate radio here. We just have to get involved.
Okay.
No, he did another piece when he was working on my house.
I thought it was stopped, but it was. Well, we can relocate the signal.
POA stole all the money again.
Broadcast the signal. We got a live radio channel.
But the guy doing it using solar panels, you know, to do it from a rural area where the antenna is properly.
24/7. We can do segments. We can do all kinds of things. Music.
Find out exactly how much it's going to cost. Well, I would rather apply $500 to that than $500 for rent. I'm gonna say that if I can figure out, but 500 isn't enough.
I think you've got a great radio voice too.
It's developed over the years. Better.
Someone else even said that. Doesn't he have a good radio voice? I think he's a good radio voice.
I like his support. I don't think they would hire me at the school, but I like his support.
Oh yeah, we met a guy named Corwin, like from the awesome movie Krull, one of my favorites, by the way.
Corwin.
And
then he knows the mayor.
He knows the mayor. He's one of the fire watchers. He watches to make sure I'm behaving, which I am. I'm a good guy, but I got a naughty streak, you know.
As we look at world events right now.
Didn't we talk about that? Wasn't he the one who sacrificed himself in the web?
The web?
Who? Corwin? He sacrificed himself?
I'm not sure if it's the same. I think so.
You mentioned something like that. I don't know what he meant by it, though.
That's a newspaper, and they don't create a lot of content, but it's called the Crestone Eagle. No, they do create a lot of content. I mean, not a lot of like global news, just local news. I might create a counterbalance where you talk about street news. I'm actually thinking about a Substack that's more Crestonian than my deeper ideas, but I'm kind of already on that path right now. Right.
Oh, so much juicy stories here. Many juicy stories to be told.
I initially heard about it.
Yeah. It's a place of many podcasts to be created, and it's a drama, like a soap opera.
You mean there's a lot that
it's an epic in some way
that could be cultivated that isn't yet? There's a lot around.
Oh yeah,
like we could set up a drawing board of a variety of ideas.
I mean, just the history of this land itself is a great story. I mean,
the history of the place.
This whole valley, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
it's a bigger story, not just Crestone, but Costilla County and how looking at it from either.
I mean, it's the history of the country. It's the Wild West. You've got what Bonanza is right over there. Bonanza, Bonanza, like where the gold rush people were. I mean, but there's like people who are mining gold all the way throughout here. There's turquoise mines up that way.
Okay. The turquoise mines he was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, there's minerals, rich minerals all in the valley all throughout. All of the different gemstones. I mean, you're finding beryl.
I'm happy to hear that my podcast interest is still on
sapphire, and
I have a lot of stuff to
jaspers, all kinds of like conglomerate rock that only exists here and maybe one other place in the world. I think that in the Himalayas. And it's a kind of conglomerate rock mixed with various other types of sub-earth rocks that were tumbled up through the possibly flood or a long time ago explosions that occurred. There was 3.5 million years ago. There was a volcanic eruption in the San Juans, one of the largest Earth's ever seen. Top three maybe explosions ever, and shattered like the mountainside and scattered crystals all throughout the valley floor, and still volcanically active on that range. But yeah, the history of the land itself is very fascinating. It's got its own ecosystem, and we're on an elevated plateau. It's 8,000 feet at the plateau, and then 14,000 foot mountains surrounded on all sides. Every one of them 14,000 foot. It's amazing. We got a sort of a different way the sun hits. This is called the Sangre de Cristo Mountains because the blood of Christ mountains, and it's because the sun hits it at a golden hue, red hue sometimes, and the white selenite. No, it's a what's the type of rock? Cryolite crystal just turns. It's white normally, but it turns like red in the sunsets. So that's why it's called the heart of Crestone, and the blood of Christ rock. It's also called the heart of the dragon. So some people say that this mountain range is a dragon. And
okay, let me try to remember that. The heart of the dragon.
Yeah, and that this whole range itself, the Sangre de Cristo range, is a entirely large dragon with the head being the Mount Blanca, and that would be the female dragon, and then the male dragon is on the San Juans, and it's facing the opposite direction.
A male-female polarity.
Yeah, and that makes this whole place a yin-yang symbol, essentially in formation.
Keep going.
And underneath the plateau, you have an aquifer, one of the largest aquifers, fresh water, over 1,000 feet deep, and at the bottom below it, there's large quartz crystals just growing underneath. That's crystalline charged water. That's amplified.
We're drinking that now.
No, that's on. That's where the hot springs Joyful Journey. Its water comes from that aquifer. It's the hottest water coming out of the valley. It comes out at 148 degrees.
Hooper? Joyful?
Out of the ground, 148 degrees.
Is that
to cool it off to actually let you sit in it.
Well, I want to go.
So that's probably if you really want to sit in that water, that's good stuff. But Valley View is up the hill, and it comes naturally out of the ground there. And it's like bubbly. It's like you're sitting in a champagne glass if you hike to the top of them. But it's all the way up the mountain. You got to have a good set of lungs. But it's worth the hike, and it's beautiful. That's a clothing optional hot spring. So if you guys are squeamish, whatever you are, don't go. Go to Joyful.
Be specific about where you're recommending these hot springs locations again.
Yeah,
from where we are.
Well, we're all in the San
and then
Juan.
pricing. Just throw in just what you know.
Like between
Moffat is kind of
Alamosa and us.
Okay, I passed through there. Okay, I passed through there. Sorry.
Small community area.
He's wanted by the CIA. No.
No, it's just as you enter the valley. It's just as you enter the valley from Denver. If you're coming down the mountains from Denver or from Colorado Springs, you're gonna end up going through Salida. Then you come through Poncha Pass, and then as you come down the mountains, you'll see the valley floor. And there'll be red houses as you come in to Highway 17 off of 285, and that's where Joyful is. And GG is the highway that goes, it's a dirt road, goes all the way towards the mountain, and that's at the end of that road is the other hot springs where it's clothing optional. They're a membership place, and it's called the Orient Land Trust, and it's in existence. It's been changed hands many times, but back in the day it was from the railroad industry when they were iron mining out of that mountain, and there's iron mines there in an old town you can go see the ruins for. And they had all of the Chinese and Oriental people working there, and they ended up having hot springs for the people like the bourgeois, and the people who worked there were the Chinese people. And so that place was a land trust now, and that's why it's called the Orient Land Trust. But it's owned as a organization that's shared, so you have to have a membership to call ahead and get. So you want to figure that out if you want to get involved. It's pretty much busy a lot, so get lucky. But there's another hot springs that's actually really great by the sand dunes called Hooper Hot Springs, and they got a adult section in the back for an extra $7 or something, and you can get alcohol and food, and it's great food actually. They got my ahi tuna, they've got jumbo shrimp, and other good stuff. So yeah. If you like to soak, have a drink, and sit around beautiful, large 100-year-old jade plants, yeah, that's a nice place to go chill out, especially in winter when it's minus 20 outside and gusty. You go sit in the hot springs where it's tropical plants everywhere and controlled climate, and you can get food and drink free, or not free, but for decent price actually. Pretty good.
I wonder if I could, while I'm doing this,
I'm selling the valley.
Add I'm gonna take 1 minute and add some hashtags. Live stream, show, live, Colorado, off the grid, podcast. I don't know if that's got a podcast. So,
Magical place.
yeah, the energy of the trees are unique. From
So, and you could say it was called the Bloodless Valley, where it was the land before the white man, where 11 tribes, possibly more, cohabitated in this valley, and they shared, what is it recognizably by the Crestonians as a healing place of energy and high energy. And people would do ceremonies here, and it was treated as a very special sacred land. Not to mention that Mount Blanca is also an ancient sacred representation of just too many tribes, significance in their culture. So you could feel it here, and what some people would say they're drawn here. Some people say they're chased out of here. And it's your own path that brings you to places like this. If you want to enjoy the culture, the festivals here are great. They do usually change up the festivals, but there's one that's very famous called what is it? Electrical Energy Fair. It's the Energy Fair. That's what it is. The Energy Fair. And that's where big tourism comes in a lot to this town. But it's mostly known for having sort of like the highest per capita number of spiritual centers. It's like a spiritual capital of the world. On the Baka side, you find stupas and temples from all different religions. And also, people will realize the energy of this place is very special again. So, some people might not think that's important, but I advise that you take it seriously, that you're aware of what energies are occurring around you and the people around you. I've gone from town to town, and certain towns have different vibes. It's just made up of all the people living there. This land itself seems to have its own energy, and these trees that we're surrounded by right now, just old. And it just feels like the energy is flowing right through them and through us. So take it as you leave it.
And you feel kind of built differently in different
you.
spots in Crestone, like here versus up the mountain, campsites.
Well, I've heard people say that it's right over there, but the whole town itself seems to like have its own climate. I've seen it where it rains in other places. All around it, it's sunny right here, and it's it's got its own thing going on.
Really,
a storm might blow right over it. Yeah, it's just got a kind of a climate it's mountain terrain, so winds come from random channels down the mountains.
In that area,
most of the time, the wind's coming from southwest, or the northwest. But
okay, so this
once in a while,
is
like
already
today, it's coming over the mountain range, so we don't know what's on the other side. Could be more clouds or storms, and it could show up at any minute. So you just have to be ready for whatever.
Should we head up?
You think we should? I'm gonna chill for a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna look for a campsite. I don't know if I need more time to find one. If I need to go up now or wait.
Well, all right then.
What do you think? Think I should go up there now? Start looking. We've been displaced from our campsite.
I'm gonna meander for a bit.
Okay. Well, yeah, here I am. It does not auto adjust the camera. My mother had sent a text going, you need to use sunscreen. And it led into a lot of back and forth. So what can I say? I was talking earlier. I want to keep documenting the journey. I have a journal, but I'm not writing down everything. I'm not sure who's watching. Could be a number of people, but yeah, I'd like to figure out maybe how to grow the channel. I understand a lot of people are going to put up with a lot of the stuff that I said earlier. They're going to be like, oh my God, one person unsubscribed. Hopefully it actually wasn't somebody that can benefit from the channel and it was just some random person. Because of course I have some shorts out there. And then those shorts, by doing some of those things, it can attract, that AI will put up there automatically from Substack, people that want to mock and go, this guy's hard as fuck. So YouTube is its own thing. I would be putting more work and content effort into production and microphones and things like that. If I knew that it was helping, having a barrage of videos with 1 to 10 views, or some videos only have 3, that's a lot of speaking energy going into some hot chicks are coming our way. So I would say that it's a better spot for at least some more authentic expressions of spirituality. I don't know if I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to play it by ear, see how the wind blows. Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn the camera around anyway. And then I got a smile earlier from, what was it, the one? Is the rain coming? You're getting ready to. The rain is picking up. The rain is not the wind. The wind is like a peaceful wind, a meditative wind. It's not a wind that like assaults you in the southern part of the San Luis Valley, which is about 100 miles from here. So yeah, that. And then people like to go real quick and they like to really accelerate down that street. And there's a market up there called the Crestone Mercantile, and it has really expensive cookies, but the upside of it is it has local beef. I'm actually thinking about grabbing some beef. So I'm going to have to look, basically, I'm not doing a barrage of upload of camping videos because it's getting old. Continuing on, I had some discussions without the camera rolling with a female, white female here, and I don't think that I totally scared her away. We were talking about meditation. Anytime, though, I start talking about my mother and fall out with that, it'll create a weird energy that they won't really want to. So you could say that I got to, practice some tactics to get people on my side spiritually for some of those goals. But yeah, there was, at the end of the day, though, even if I try, just verbalizing any type of talking with a meditation type circle, I get up and excuse myself after 30 minutes so I don't overcharge them. And just get back into my own little bubble. And I actually got it going on to where, as you could see yesterday, and some of the streams are kind of extreme, I'm sitting there in front of the tree with the kids crawling, doing my own little show with like a chair. And I think it impresses some people. Others are like, that guy is fucking, what is his problem? Yeah, I got really animated yesterday. So I'm going to be uploading a video with Michael Morris of Evolving Seeds. Don't know if he uploads content, but Mark Passio is a well-known speaker, has a roster list of people that he was having creating content on his channel. Never going to comment too much on that. But so Michael and I haven't seen each other for 11 years. So he is on the Substack newsletter. So when I do post this, you'll see it, and he's over in Hooper. I'll just keep talking. There are some opportunities that may come up for housing to rent from someone directly. We'll see. But it doesn't have to happen right now. I've had a few cigarettes. I didn't smoke for 6 or 7 years. It's not totally bad. When I do, though, it's usually American Spirits. You had like the Bugler, right? Over and out.